So
I couldn't even remember. I just haven't been on the app. I'll be listening on my burner while I'm working because I've been outside. I get my shit for real.
not the burner, because somebody
Man, I was putting the block on the burner because I am outside getting my shit together, trying to be productive. But look, I had to come to say this real quick. You can't apologize to these hoe ass, bitch ass, weirdo ass fuck niggas on this fucking app. You gotta put them in a small box with one stamp and kick them the fuck on. Like, what the fuck? And all these packers in this room letting this motherfucker come in here and talk crazy like that?
Join now.
Y'all really let motherfuckers come in here and talk crazy like that? All these packers in this room.
That's why
Y'all let this
bitches
goofy
and
ass
that,
motherfucker come in here and say that
always
stupid ass
jump
shit.
in.
If she left the replay playing, it would have showed it and talked to him after that. They stopped the replay right at the point where we stopped out. Me and just talked.
Oh, okay. Ain't no way they should be able to get that kind of shit off in the room without being made to feel the small little fucking piece of shit they are in that small little box they belong in. And that should be kicked to the curb. You don't place that outside on your front porch. Fuck that. And you definitely don't apologize for that fuck nigga. At all.
No, you don't ever apologize to him.
Talking about your apartment and all that shit is crazy as hell, man. These people on this app got no fucking like.
But at that point, we knew what he was doing. We just told her not to respond to him because he was trying to bait her in.
Yeah, he was definitely baiting.
Join now.
That's what I'm saying. With them kind of people, you just remove them, put them in the audience. Just don't even talk to them. They're not even worth conversing.
But you know what? I don't think he's capable of having a conversation to really validate his points if somebody systematically breaks it down. Like, you really have no points. You're just articulating bullshit that you've heard repackaged in more bullshit.
Which is why you just put it on the audience and don't talk to them.
Sometimes give them enough rope to dangle. I like to watch their feet kick while they.
Yeah, but he's not talking about anything. He was intentionally trying to be. Inflammatory. That's the reason why we just said don't talk to him. Like you the service by actually talking to him,
like giving them enough space to breathe.
We didn't talk to him.
Yeah, he said some shit that should have. Yeah, his head should have been tore off.
What are you guys talking about?
It's a lot of self-hate, a lot of like self-hate just being used, man. Self-hate.
Well, I don't know.
It's sure.
Hey, I don't come in here. I'm looking at the title. And last week we had that conversation about how many black women Trump has dismissed from the government in high-ranking position. And here he goes again, another one. I mean, Trump has literally gotten rid of every black person I knew who was in leadership in government, in the federal government. He reassigned some to lower ranking positions, and he outright fired others he could. He doesn't want one black woman in any position.
Wasn't that what the gerrymandering was about in Texas?
Yeah, trying to get rid of Al Green and what's her name? Jasmine.
Crockett.
Yeah, I think that was more that than getting the seats, because he wanted to get rid of Crockett. So, and he knew that she would always be reelected in her district. So this is like a backdoor kitchen table meeting that they had and said, oh, we can do this on the slick and plus get more seats. So that's what I think. And I was in a room, I don't remember whose room it was, but they were talking about the overall plan of this administration and connecting the dots. And I kind of like stole that from them because there is a concerted effort to either eliminate or to devalue, and I think it's devalue more the black community, because with the no cash bail system, if you're marching, the RICO Act, deportation without due process, all that stuff is going to start manifesting itself once people start getting arrested, start lifting up their voice and lifting up their heads, and pretty soon, children being tried as adults. So if you put all that together, and also bringing the police and the military into your communities, if you add all those elements together, you're fucked. No cash bail. Your kids are gonna be if they're out there marching, treated as adults or whatever they're doing. Because he said, "Oh, look at these gang of kids." No, no, no. It was kids up there. I forgot I played the quote. Kids were someplace out and about in D.C. And he said, "Look at these kids," and he goes. Then he changed it into gang. Then he changed it into thugs. And then he said once they saw the military or the National Guard, whatever, they ran back to where the hell they came from. It's like this is where you talk about our children. I mean, no, and to me, I'm starting to feel it and understand that it's personal. It's personal. So if you have it, like once again, backtracking, if you have those puzzle pieces together and you put them in order, this is bad news for the black community. Period. Point blank. He doesn't like blacks, and he's showing you in roundabout ways how he's gonna dehumanize you, demoralize you, devalue you, and put you in, like you were talking about, boxes where you belong.
But this is one thing only. Today, you guys listened to his speech today while his cabinet meeting when he talked about how he's going to return education to the states. And obviously, when you look at the states and the cities, especially the blue cities and red states, they're going to seriously underfund schools in those cities. I mean, Trump is a concerted effort. I tell people like it was they started with first trying to devalue us in education. Lately, you know what meme I see circulating among the right wing? Memes about black women are not the most educated. Blah 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 blah. Those have been just proliferating around the right wing, and I can always track to see what they're talking about because when I see people that I know who are right wing push this shit, what they're saying, and then you see the meme factories start making memes on this shit, and then that's how a lot of them actually get that information out there, memes. They share with their friends, they think it's funny, and that's how it just permeates through their spirit. And the thing about it is that people don't understand that the restriction of blacks at, say, Ivy League schools was done for one purpose. Because we could say that, hey, we went to your schools, we went to your best schools, why shouldn't we have a seat at the table? But to deny black people access to those schools, now black people can say, well, I'm as equally as educated as you are, I went to the same prestigious school as you are, why shouldn't I be able to apply for the same jobs? So now, and then in the same time, they were saying that HSBCU schools are undereducated black folks. They're not, you don't get a real education when you go to those schools. So one, they want to prevent us from going to the best.
Hey, what's up, Walter?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I'm just about to go sit in the sun. What are you doing?
Yeah, what's that interview I had with that guy?
It's with the college down in Normal. Or are you talking about the one on the YouTube now with George Steinhardt?
No, the other guy, Benjamin.
Oh, that's coming up. That's in Normal. Bloomington Normal.
How big is that?
It'll be good press. It's worth it.
I mean, how many people look at that?
It doesn't matter. It gives me credibility because it's with a name brand publisher. So it'd be stupid for me not to go down there and get that publicity because that's how I build my resume going forward, you know?
Yeah, what about they could do interviews over the phone or what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
But they want to, they want to get me cornered, put me in the booth on the college, and I'm like, haven't you guys heard of the fucking internet? You fucking stugats. We got to be efficient here.
Stugats. Everybody's making alliances right now.
I'm about to gas up Aaron Delmar real good. I got a gas tank with me. I'm about to gas him up.
Yeah, about what?
Well, he got into an argument with Mark.
Yeah, I heard that.
So I'm gonna overlay the audio of Aaron Delmar screaming on top of his images, and then everybody can hear what Aaron Delmar sounds like when he gets angry.
Yeah, how's that? When you know that digital stuff?
It's just filming. You're just overlaying audio with video. It's very easy. I'm gonna do it actually right now. I was gonna do it last night, but you reminded me. I gotta gas up Aaron Delmar for Mark.
And then what would you do? Go like, ah!
Yeah, when Aaron Delmar sees it, he'll have like a migraine. And he'll be like,
Thoughts, man. Anything else is happening?
no. Got some paperwork I gotta do.
What's your stuff?
No, a lawsuit against the Treasury Department. Scott Besson. My manager, she called me a whore, so I sued them.
Why you gotta send that?
I gotta send it by the end of the week.
What is it for?
It's a lawsuit against the Treasury Department. Scott Besson.
Why he owes you money?
That's what I claim. I say he owes me at least 1 year of salary. I should have asked for 3 years of salary.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm gonna update the amount to $210,000 now that I think of it.
Well, that's nuts, isn't it?
It's not nuts. They got to get a law. They're legally required to give me an attorney and pay for it. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
That's the kind of rights you got when you're a government employee. You know, you are the government, so they give you the full service. They don't give a fuck how much it costs.
So what happened? He just...
No, I'm filing a grievance for harassment.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's all law. It's lawfare. It's funny. They had books on it inside the office. I was like, you know what? I might need these.
That sucks, actually.
These things happen all the time. People, you know how much Congress has paid out in sexual harassment lawsuits over the past 20 years? Like $1 billion. All right, well, listen, I'm going to send you the link to a room that I'm in right now because I'm recording it. So I will talk to you soon or see you in the room.
Oh, wow.
Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.
I pay my dues, but I had a family member just retired. She was the CEO of her chapter, her regional urban league, and so it's just in my family it was like, hey, you're going to be active, and I don't know about everybody else, but there are regional, like Dr. H was saying, and regional chapters. I just encourage people to reach out, and sometimes they may not be loud, but they are active.
And these organizations, you know, they are the people, and they can only do so much as they have the people power to do.
And listen, there's an error that just happened.
I haven't heard anything from them though. I don't understand what we're saying.
I just said what I said.
What do you want to hear? I don't understand. What do I want to hear? I want to hear them say anything. It's like, have they said anything about what's? No, seriously. I mean, I know you guys. I'm being quite serious.
I'm serious too. I haven't heard nothing.
The Urban League is very engaged in the lawsuits, as is the NAACP. They are very engaged in that action. So they have partnered with other groups to deal with that. And they're also engaged in trying to strategize private partnerships to create opportunities in the gap that's going to be made with all of this stuff that's happening with the federal government.
But they also can't do anything without money. So a lot of membership goes, along with the lack of membership comes a lack of funding. So people don't participate in them, they don't give them money because over time we have allowed, this goes hand in hand with the lack of education. This goes hand in hand with the being propagandized. We have examples of that on stage as we speak. People who have succumbed to the notion that these groups are old, that they don't serve a purpose anymore, and that they're not as vocal, even though they're doing the real work. As Dr. A.G. has just so eloquently laid out, they do a lot of the work behind the scenes, and they do have people that come and speak on people's behalf. There have been instances where the NAA has supported Sabrina Fulton during the time when Trayvon Martin was killed. There's a lot of things that they do, and countless others after that. They were involved in Mike Brown in St. Louis. There's a lot of if you're looking for things that they do publicly and visibly, they do a lot of different things. But we have to understand what they are and what their function is. They do exactly what they can do with the lack of membership and with the lack because they're not funded well. They've not been able to evolve into the new time period.
I mean, this is the information age. I'm sorry,
Jemima Land, this is the information age. And there's a lot of ways to get, to reinvent your organization if that's what you want to do and get the word out there. I don't know what's going on because literally, if you start asking people to get involved, if you start making yourself more visible and your message more clear, there's nobody out. Never mind. I'm gonna go here.
I'm just saying, you're in right now.
One second, Quinn. I do think I would love to see them more visible, but they are absolutely taking steps to try to fight Trump. Like 1,000%. They're not inactive. They did file a lawsuit against the DOE, right, for cutting off the funding, right? And they really pushed back against DEI when it came out. We might not have heard about it because it wasn't as publicly broadcast, but they're actually doing the legal work. Like they're filing the lawsuits that actually contest the actions that Trump is taking right now. So it's not as publicized as we would like to see it, but they definitely are fighting Trump.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they can't do that without new blood. Like you're talking about people who were involved in the '80s who are now in their 80s. You need new blood. You need people who understand the importance of it. And it's not everybody, but they just don't have when people say that, they always look at them as eternal organizations who will continue to do the work no matter what, but they don't